Good Sunday morning, Village. So nice to see you. Thank you for joining us. We're doing the Tarot Topic Newsletter recap today. Do you get the Tarot Topic Newsletter? If not, there's a link to subscribe right in the description. So Tarot Topics comes into your inbox every Wednesday, different topic every week. This week, our topic is depth and definition. Here's what we're talking about. It feels to me like we have more information coming at us from more sources than ever before. And that's a beautiful thing in a lot of ways. But you can only handle so much. A sense of overwhelm can come up pretty quickly. And what that leads us to is keeping everything on a surface level. We lose nuance, we lose depth, we lose the definition of things. And over time, I suppose I have some concern for what does that mean? As words lose their meaning, as things lose their meaning, what does that mean? That's a whole esoteric conversation, probably best not had here in this moment. Trey says the internet has ruined people's lives. Some people aren't built to have so much information at their fingertips, right? Right? Yes, exactly. But I'm also going to say this. And Barbie Bird agrees, right? Yeah, agree. I'm also going to say this, though, that I think about being growing up in the 1970s and the way we were, modern culture at that time, much like today, there was a huge cultural divide. We called it the generation gap. And I think prior generations feared certain things being lost. Here's a quick example. When I was being raised, I was given books of etiquette. I was taught etiquette, in this very, New England sort of a way. And I was taught that you should never say thanks. You should never say thank you. That's impolite. When you want to thank someone, you must say, I thank you. And, so I recognized the people propagating that felt terrible about, oh, thanks, And so maybe old people need to, not be sticks in the mud. All of that said, today we're here to talk about depth and nuance. And what does that mean? It means we'll take questions on anything at all. What do you want to know? I'll try to answer it. And let's go right on over to CardCam. And let's get started with Smile Soul 20. Thank you for being a member for more than 3 years. Thanks for using members only emojis. My question is, how much more do I have to take to get a good job? And I feel like there's two things in that sentence. One is sort of about what you're enduring in your current job before you get a better job. But the other is what do I have to do to get a better job? And when we look at that, what do you have to do to get a better job? I think you're trying. I think you're working hard to do it. And I think it will happen. I don't think it's going to take that long. I think it will happen. I think one of the issues is transportation. I think you're limited by transportation. But nonetheless, I think you may end up doing what you're doing, but in a private clinic or center, something like that. Keep us posted. And if you're just joining us on Instagram, on YouTube Portrait, on Facebook, get in a question. If you've got a question, I'm pretty much answering questions on anything at all today. All right. Trey Cameron, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member for more than 2 years. I'm seriously considering going down a different path and going back to university and trying to start a business. So were any of your questions yesterday, your mystery questions, were any of those questions about this? Just out of curiosity, you don't have to give me depth in any way, but just curious. Going to university and then using that to start a business, what does Spirit think about this? So the moon is a card that invites depth. You know, it tells you to look deeper. Judgment reversed might say that you do not now have what you want or need. Ergo, they were not. Okay, good. Thank you. Thank you, Trey. So, like, I'm really interested, Trey, in that these cards, both major arcana, both third septenary, like the most spiritual, the deepest that we can go. And then still major. I like this path for you. I think this is really worth your deep consideration. You know, with this, oh, Trey, I got the Empress as well when I asked about this topic. Yeah, I like this. I like this for you. And my I Ching that I cast was good as well. I love I Ching. That was like my first serious method of divination. That's so cool. I love that you do that. And do you have Benabel Wen's I Ching? I do not yet, but there, yeah. It does need more love from the West. We should probably do something about that. Anyway, I'm taking this. Oh, you do have it and you love Benabel. Yeah, she is to love. Without doubt, she is to love. I'm going to take this as a resounding, deeply, profoundly positive yes, Trey. Absolutely. Over on Instagram, Linny B, good to see you. Thanks for being here. In regards to my health, just received a diagnosis of glaucoma. I am so sorry to hear that. We are all sending you a lot of love. It scares me. I understand. Any other issues that I'm missing. So if it's okay with you, I'm going to talk just a minute about the glaucoma itself and then look for other issues. As regards this diagnosis, I am going to say you don't, like, it's not time to freak out. You don't yet have all the information about how serious it is, about what the treatment will be, about what it's going to look like going forward. Do I think there's something more that's being missed? No, I think it really just is a thing about depth. We need more information about this. You will get that information. And while, yes, objectively it sucks, I don't think it's going to be so bad. I think it's something you can roll into your life and be basically okay with. I'm sorry. All right. Barbie Bird. Thanks for being a member for more than 2 years. I love the topic of this newsletter. Thank you. My question is, where in my life am I oversimplifying? Hang on 1 second here. Where are you here? Oh, there you go. Okay. My question is, where in my life am I oversimplifying? I find nuance to be so important and pride myself on looking deeper, but we all have our blind spots. All right. And Barbie amends this and says, and of course, what can I do about wherever I'm lacking nuance? Okay. So, what are you oversimplifying or not seeing the nuance in? I don't know, man. Wow, that's confusing, right? I'm going to go with what I see here, which has to do with work, career, but also your larger sense of purpose and value, in that larger sense, and how you're feeling about your job now, where you want to go career wise, what you believe is possible for yourself, and how any of that reflects into your sense of self and your sense of value in yourself. Does that make sense? All right. Divine timing. Good to see you. What is the outcome if I were to quit my weekend job? Any advice from Spirit? Okay. I think it would depend on the day. Like, there would be some days you would be like, oh man, I'm so glad I don't have to do this job this weekend. And I think divine timing, at the end of the day, the reality is you would miss the money. I think you would miss the money, and that's what it comes down to. All right. Oh, and divine timing, thanks for your kind words about the internet. I appreciate you. Allie Mammon, you're up next. Barbie Bird, I have no clue, but I definitely place a lot of value on my work. And hang on, I just overscrolled. Oh, I may underestimate my ability to do more. Yes. I work in advertising and that's a bit evil. Or is it really a bit evil? There's a whole question there. And okay, Ali Mammon, I'm coming to you in just a minute. Nalini, I see your question over on portrait. I'll get to you in a few. Glad to see you. Let me know. Nalini, I'm on both. I'm on everything. I'm everywhere. And people on Facebook, Riddy and Joanne, I see you, and I'll be getting to you shortly. Riddy, what you're saying is, my question is with regards to my children. Could you elaborate on that a little bit? Like, what question? What is the question? Well, Barbie Bird, we live in a capitalist society. I mean, I agree. I completely agree. But what are we going to do? We cannot drop out of capitalism. I would say just participate in capitalism ethically and well and have fun with it, and don't let it bug you so much. What are we going to do? All right. Allie Mammon, as promised, I am back to you. Here we go. Which category needs both depth and definition? Health, tarot skills, creative content, theory, and praxis for my daily job. Let's see. Health, you've done a lot with, but there's further to go. That's real. Tarot and tarot skills, I think you're working on, and that's a constant thing. We're all always working on that, including me. Your day job. I think your day job, all of it. I'm going to say all of the above. I'm so sorry. I'm going to say, I feel like Like, those things are not mutually exclusive. They're all important. And you're working on all of them and you're doing a good job. There it is. Okay, so Riddy, you're saying marriage and career of my children. Still not, like, that's not really a question. Like, are you saying, will they have those things? When will they have those things? What do I think about those things that they now have? If you could let me know what the concern is, that would be so helpful. Joanne, got you. Yep, Joanne over on Facebook. Good to see you. Any chance we'll see you at our tarot meetup this afternoon? What is my sister plotting? She sent a card to your mom that said, see you soon. But can't have her here with my mother's dementia advancing and health declining. What should I prepare for? Oh, Joanne, you know there's a part of me that loves doing these kinds of questions, but I'm really sorry you're going through this. Oh, Riddy, I see your question. I can absolutely do that. Yes. Okay. Okay. Here we go. What is your sister is definitely plotting a visit. A visit. Oh, you're going to try to make it today. Yay. 4 p.m. Panera Bread. Not just Joanne, anyone who can make it, Palm City. Okay. Love to see you. All right. Here we go. Knight of Cups. Definitely planning a visit. Visit to do what? Visit to try to make a change. She wants to create some sort of a change. What sort of change does she want to create? She wants to, in some way, discredit you. To what end? And this is the question, to what end? Like, what does your sister want to get out of this? I think your sister, by her very nature, is a sower of chaos. Is there any way this could be helpful to you, though? Because you need mom out of your house. Like, that's what you need. So is there any way your sister could help facilitate that? Yeah. I don't know. I think when you talk about being prepared, Joanne, when you talk about being prepared, she is problematic. She is problematic. But you might be able to use her to help you get what you need here, which is your mother with greater assistance. And so she's definitely planning a visit. Definitely be on your guard. Is she going to try to get money out of this? I don't think that's what she's looking for right now. I mean, in the long run, she always is. But she is looking to come create change. You also need change. So there might be a way to use this. Good luck. Okay, sticking over with Facebook for just 1 second for Riddy Bindra. When will my son get married? That's an interesting question. Let's take a look. Are we sure he wants to? Are we sure he wants to get married? I think he will. I think he will find someone who is good for him. I think it'll take about 2 years. 2 years. Okay, Soulmate on Twitch, good to see you. RSDSS, good to see you. Please, if you have questions, let me know. Nalini, do you have a question? Jamie Saunders, good to see you. Do you have a question? Oh, Nalini's question is on vertical. Cool. Let me get to it. Completely off topic question. I can't see Nalini's question. I'm not getting all the verticals. Control room, can you copy it over for me? And I'll get to Nalini's question. Oh, okay. So just general. Okay. Yeah, we can do that. That I can see. Yes. Nalini, which I am going to answer that. I am going to answer the TV question. I will. So Nalini, it's about healing the body, mind, and spirit. That's what this time is. It is excruciating. It is difficult, but you come out of it wiser, better, healthier. It's all going to be okay. I'm not glossing over how hard this is, but this is your path to your creativity. This is your path to agency in your life. This is your path to love. It's your path to everything. And the question, do you think Game of Thrones or Vikings, which is better? I've never watched Vikings. I watched one episode of Game of Thrones and did not like it. These are things I'm not into. I'm so sorry. I do watch shows. There are a lot of shows I like. Oh, Control Room watches both. And Control Room, that's IT John, likes Vikings better. So there is Viking watching going on in this house, and I know for a fact he has watched both. All right. And sticking over on vertical. Oh, before I get there, Madib, House of Madib, so good to see you. Any chance we'll see you at Meetup today at 4 p.m. Happy to see you here. Let me know if you have a question. Jamie Saunders, over on YouTube, vertical, I would like to know when I will get the information about identity theft and inheritance fraud. Well, that sounds horrifying. I'm so sorry you're going through that. And I think it's going to take way longer than it should. And I don't think you should wait. I feel like if you don't have an attorney, you need an attorney. I feel like I feel like it's very necessary. It's very necessary to be on top of this more deeply than you are. Good luck. Good luck. Okay. Let's see. Who is next? Okay. Okay, friends. Oh, House of Madib, you will be there a little late, no problem. Look forward to seeing you there. Yes, that is today. So, oh, over on Twitch, yay. Hang on one second. Oh, I missed a bunch, hang on. Oh, and baby cakes, I see baby cakes too. Okay, I've got RSDSS. Oh, kind of wish you had brought your cards here. How will the rest of your trip go, and what should you do to enjoy it? So this is RSDSS on Twitch. How will the rest of your trip go, and what should you do to enjoy it? There will be some things that start to try your patience, but for the very most part, it will be good. If you have people here that you care about, friends and family, spend time with them. If you have things that specifically interest you, seek out those things to learn about them and enjoy those things. That's the best thing. And whatever inspires your creativity and whatever brings you to a place of personal spiritual inspiration. That's what you want to go for here. Okay. Rihanna, I'm going to get to you in just one moment. Baby cakes. Good to see you. Thanks for being here. Should I pay and repair the dent in my car that someone did last year? I'm thinking that I spend the money and someone will hit me again. I didn't change the transmission oil yet either. Should I do both? Okay. Should you change your transmission oil? Well, yeah, absolutely yes. Absolutely yes. Should you do the dent repair? I do not think that doing the dent repair increases the likelihood of someone else hitting you. I do think if you do the dent repair and someone else hits you, you will be doubly frustrated. I'd do it anyway, though. Do the dent, just do it. Just do it. And if it happens again, it happens again. You know, like I ate dinner last night and I washed my dishes and I'm going to need to wash them again today. Like, and I know it's not the same. Like, it's hard when someone dents your car and runs away. Like, that's not fair and that's not right. But it's also nothing you can do about it. So, yeah, I would say do them both. Do them both. I agree. All right. Rihanna, good to see you. I applied for a new job. Will I get it? There is no guarantee here. I think if you need a new job, you want to apply to more. I do see you with a new job, but it may not be this one. You may need to apply for 3 or 4 more, and then you'll get a new job. All right. A general reading over on Twitch for, oh, that's what it is. It's Soul M Cutie. That's cute. I was calling you soulmate, but it gets cuter than that. I like that. A general reading, sure. Let me see what we got for you. Right now, my biggest concern for you is about like pursuing, whether it's work, education, money, career, the practical things in life, and what's going to feel best for you. I feel like you may be involved in some pursuit thereof that is not like really most organically enjoyable to you. Atma, thanks for subscribing. I appreciate it. So, Soul M Cutie, I'm going to say think about the future you really want and what you have to do to get there. And believe that you can and will. Be realistic. But I feel like there's something you want that's different than what you're going for in some way. Okay, Atma, good to see you. Oh, Atma, before we get to you, oh, Rihanna, I applied for a few. There's one I really want out of the few. I don't know if you'll get the one you really want, but you will get one. Okay. And Atma, you are up next. Just checking in with this feedback. I really needed this. I'm at the stage of picking programs in university. Yeah. Go for what's going to make sense for you. Really, really. Okay, Atma, thanks for your patience. Will Pakaj reunite with Pooja, or will he walk away completely? My guess is this is not going anywhere. I think we're done. I think he's done. And that's probably best. That may be best for everybody. Teresa, good to see you. Thanks for being here. I've been working hard to be able to relocate. With this job, I'll be in PA a bit longer. Do you see me moving in the next year? Or should I wait to buy until I can move out of state? I'm going to say, Teresa, it depends entirely on the deal. Because when we look at this new job does necessitate you staying in state. And this new job is objectively, yes, keeping you hostage in state, but will objectively help your career. So you should probably stay for a couple of years. So what's most practical financially? It's likely going to be to not buy until you get to where you're going next. But nonetheless, I feel like probably best to wait and get what goodness you can out of this current job and then go, because that will help you with your move. All right, Atma, I only do one question per person. Gong Gypsy, what's up? I'm so sorry to hear this. Thank you for letting me know. Let me know if you would. Let me know if you'd like a reading. But thank you so much for letting me know. I'm so sorry. Okay. It is last call for readings, y'all. Country Love Homestead. Oh, TJ and GA. There we go. TJ and GA. What is the best use of my attention and focus at this time? What a great question. Personal healing, perhaps writing or leadership. So emotional healing, writing and leadership, and spending time with people you enjoy. Anderson, please tell me what's coming. Country Love Homestead, so good to see you. Let me know. Oh, Betty Flesher, that's very much on topic. Let me know if you have a question. Okay, Country Love Homestead, I see your question. There we go. All right, Anderson, please tell me what's coming. Well, one thing may be an issue regarding a vehicle or transportation, some things that cause you some upset and frustration, but ultimately some positive things, especially where love is concerned. Country Love Homestead, what should I be focused on to maximize my potential currently? Honestly, don't worry about your potential right now. Have some fun with your friends. Relax, enjoy, be creative. That will lead you toward your greater potential in the long run. Anderson, you're very welcome. Betty Flesher, so good to see you. Thanks for being a member. We appreciate you. Not sure if this is on topic. It most certainly is. Where in my life do I overthink things? Betty Flesher, where don't you? Well, no, that's not fair. If it's about something that someone else wants you to do, you do it pretty quickly. If it's about something that you want to do or you think you could do, you will second guess yourself and talk yourself out of it. That's what I think. Let me know if that feels accurate. Kelly Morass, will I move soon? Not as soon as you would like. It is coming, though. It is coming. All right. My friends, once again, last call. If you're local, join me for Tarot Circle tonight, 4 p.m. That's not really tonight. That's this afternoon. I am available for readings this week. Please reach out. We'll be back tomorrow morning, 9:30 a.m., with your 3-card weekly reading, Gods of the Internet willing. I am grateful to all of you. Thank you so much for being here. Gong Gypsy sending so much love. And I look forward to seeing you soon. Thank you. Special love to the members and moderators. If you haven't subscribed to the newsletter, please do so. Take good care.